Hello. Let's get started using my personal deck. It's growing, it's growing. It started off really thin, but it is building. It is growing. Just like you. Growing and expanding in consciousness. Whoa. I saw 1212. You may be seeing 1212 at this time, or a combination of ones and twos. Okay. Can you get us started with a message, please, Spirit? A message for the collective, a message for the person watching, please. A message for the soul that was led here. Thank you. Wow, this card keeps coming out whenever I use this deck. And it's the truth. You're here to show what's possible. You are here to show what's possible. Yes. And you have support. You have support. You're not walking this path alone. And look at this, you're not going backwards, you're being human. In case you had any doubts, so potentially at this time, doubts may be arising within you. Old patterns, old thought patterns, limiting thought patterns, fear-based patterns, they may be arising at this time because this is a very transformative time. And when we're upgrading, and you are always upgrading and ascending, 2, 3, 4 when I looked at the timer. That version of self that you are outgrowing wants to hold on to you, wants to cling on to your evolving self, to keep you in the familiar. Because that's what the ego is built to do, to protect, to keep us, quote, safe. But we are meant to expand. And so old energies are dancing with the new energies. And so it may feel conflicting. So you may be experiencing a spectrum of emotions. So one moment you may be feeling peaceful, or most of the time you're feeling this sense of calm within. But then, all of a sudden, maybe out of the blue, unprovoked, you may feel spikes in feelings of fear, anxiety, doubt. That's the old pattern that's arising because it senses that you are indeed transforming, and it wants to keep you safe in the familiar. So just notice the patterns. This is what often happens when you're going through a transition, when you're on the threshold of jumping timelines. And what's standing out to me? You're being human, being human. We're here to experience as spirits. We're here to experience being human. We're here to experience the human condition. And that includes the spectrum of emotions that don't always feel very comfortable. But you're at a point in your journey where you are better able to manage and observe what's happening, so you can respond with more maturity and neutrality when you witness your ego, quote, freaking out, getting fearful, and that wise presence within you knows that those feelings and thoughts, 555 when I looked at the timer, are temporary. You've been through multiple cycles. You've been around the block, so to speak, multiple times, and you're growing in maturity. You're getting more mature in being able to handle lower or more dense energies. Okay. Okay. You're meant to manifest when you're at rest. Empress, receiving mode energy. That's how powerful you are. You don't have to strive, push, work yourself to the bone in order to magnetize to you your desires. Oh, and look at this. Balancing the masculine and feminine. Feminine, there you go. So speaking of working, pushing yourself. 707 when I looked at the timer. You are better at managing your energies now, listening to your body, going with the flow of how you're feeling. If you're feeling drained, for example, you take the time to rest. You invest in self-care. You're better able to ground yourself when you're feeling those chaotic emotions and thoughts. Perhaps you do breath work. Take walks out in nature. Take naps. Do something that you enjoy. Do something that makes you feel peaceful within. Maybe you read, write, journal, something creative. And when you do act, engage your masculine energy. You're better at taking action when you feel inspired, when you're not pushing yourself, let's just say. You're not doing things out of a sense of obligation. Yes, as humans, there are certain responsibilities that we have. Practical responsibilities, practical tasks that need to be done. But not including those things like, paying bills and such. If you're invited out, for example, if you don't feel like it, if you feel tired, that you'd rather stay at home and rest, enjoy your own company. Instead of saying yes out of obligation, you're better at declining any invitations because you're listening to yourself. You're choosing to honor yourself. So you're more kinder to yourself. Okay, let's see here. You're meant to manifest when you're at rest. Yes, you are here. That's one of the things that you'll be a living example of. That it is indeed possible to manifest while you rest. So I'm thinking passive income. You may have multiple streams of income. You're here to live a life of ease. You're leaving the figuring out part, the how part, to the universe. You've learned to surrender. Okay, I just happened to grab the Galactic Star Tarot deck, so okay, let's go with it. I just reached for it. Okay, so all right. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. And she's in bed, resting. Chewing gum, blowing a bubble. Chewing bubble gum. And what's the other one? On the split, 5 of Swords. Okay, conflict. Up and down, roller coaster of emotions and thoughts, potentially, which you are learning to manage much better. So, reassurance to you from Spirit. You're not going backwards. Spirit doesn't expect perfection from us. Our human selves might expect that of ourselves, but Spirit does not. We are human beings. Right now, it is a time for you to just be. Being in resting mode, Empress mode. Okay. 12:22 when I looked at the timer. Okay, we have Judgment, which is a number 20, so 2 plus 0 is 2. I don't know if I already mentioned this. You may be seeing 2s at this time. 22, 222. Oh, a combination. Okay, we saw earlier 1212, a combination of 1s and 2s. This is a beautiful tree. Look at this rainbow coloring of the leaves on the tree. Beautiful. Yep. This is your new self. Yep. You're being reborn. You're aligning with your home frequency right now, your true frequency, becoming who and what you came here for. Oh, and look at this, the star. Yes. You came here to shine your light. Yeah. Awakening to your true self. That's what's happening with you at this time. Birthing your true self. I'm looking at this bright star now, making me think of how your frequency is rising. So you may be feeling quite tired and depleted at this time. And we saw the 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck at the beginning. So it's a time to rest. If you're feeling depleted, unmotivated, it is likely because you're receiving a lot of light codes, going through a light code activation. The frequency, you're receiving higher frequencies, and it's like wrestling with the energies that you have outgrown. And so there's like this wrestling, right? Hence why you may be feeling imbalanced, even though your energy centers are being balanced. But it's the old and the new energies wrestling one another. Okay, I forgot my chain of thoughts, so we'll just continue. All right. The Magician. Wow. Beautiful energies. 15:51 when I looked at the timer. Just like one of the opening cards, right? You're manifesting while you rest. You are the magician of your life, and you are the star of your life. You are co-creating with the divine, and you are the main character. You may have crystals, you may work with crystals. I'm noticing crystals on the Magician card. Perhaps ancient Egypt resonates with you. The Magician is holding an ankh. You hold the key. She is holding the ankh in her hand, making me think you hold the key. The Emperor, wow, beautiful energies. Number 4, stability, strength, structure, building a firm foundation, especially energetically. You're being balanced. All your energy centers, including your masculine and feminine energies. Yep, and the Emperor, he's the divine masculine. Knowing when to take action, when to take bold action. I'm noticing the flames here. Yeah, passion. Passionate, confident leadership. And he's resting. He's sitting on his throne. He knows how to manifest while he's resting. Anything else from the Galactic Star Tarot? The Two of Discs. So that would be the Two of Pentacles. Dolphins. Oh, okay. Dolphins may be significant for you. Dolphins. Playfulness. Optimism. Now, in the traditional tarot, one of the meanings of the Two of Pentacles is juggling your resources. But just looking at this image here, she has a smile on her face. She's not even holding the pentacles or discs in her hands. They're hovering above her, making me think of the Magician. Magic, make me think of magic. Her powerful manifesting abilities. And I'm also looking at this boat here. It makes me think of the Three of Wands. Having faith that your ships, your blessings are coming in. So that smile on her face, she has trust. 2022 when I looked at the timer. She has trust. And the advice is to just remain lighthearted at this time. You don't have to lift a finger. And she's not holding those discs in her hand. Again, returning to the starter message. You're manifesting while you rest. Being calm within. Rather than creating resistance. Now she's also standing on one leg, making me think of flamingos. And balance. Again, making me look at this. Balancing the masculine and feminine. We're being balanced. Excuse me. Okay, one more. Oh, that's more than one. Okay, that makes me think of overflow. Now making me look at the infinity symbol above the magician's head. Overflow, overflow. An overflow of blessings, potentially unexpectedly, or suddenly. I'm hearing the illusion of stillness, the illusion of inactivity. So much is happening behind the scenes or beneath the surface. Oh, okay, we have the Lovers. Now that makes me look back at this card here, balancing the masculine and feminine. The union, the joining of the masculine and feminine, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. So this could be energetic or also in the physical as well. If that is one of the things that you are manifesting, a divine partner, a divine counterpart. You may be a fan of the movie Avatar. So I've seen this card before. And yeah, the first time I used it, and now it's coming out again. Avatar, blue beings, the Arcturians. So I don't know if I'll be able to unsee that. Whenever I see this couple here, and they're blue-skinned, I'm always going to think Avatar, probably. And I quite enjoyed that movie. Okay. Let's go to the Light Seers. The Light Seers. We have the Ace of Wands at the bottom. The Lovers, please, the Lovers. We have Judgment again. Look at that. This makes me think that you are indeed attracting in your divine counterpart. the Nine of Wands. So remain vigilant. And looking at that flame on that wand that she's holding on to, it makes me look at the flame here in the Emperor card. She's holding fast to her heart's desires, standing resolutely. Even though potentially she may be feeling tired. And look at this, the Three of Cups. Calling in your soul tribe. And one of them may be, in looking at the Lovers, romantic in nature. So on this timeline of yours, you'll be meeting with other like-minded souls, members of your soul tribe. Okay, Page of Swords. Maybe during this time of rest, you are reading, learning, or remembering what's already inside you, that wisdom that's already inside you. Something is being activated within you. And look at this, the Lovers. Okay, yeah, so this is the Lovers confirming the Lovers. In both cards, the Lovers cards, in two different decks, they're looking quite meaningfully into each other's eyes. So this is a very deep connection, a soul deep connection. Four of Pentacles, 27:44 on the timer. The Moon. And we also have the Two of Cups. Yep, this is making me want to look back at this card again. Balancing the masculine and feminine energies. The union of the divine masculine with the divine feminine. The joining of two hearts. This is, if you believe in soul contracts, this divine counterpart that you're attracting, it's part of your new soul contract. It's being divinely orchestrated. If you've been waiting a long time for this, because likely intuitively, you felt that someone was in your energy field, just orbiting. But the energies needed to align. the conditions needed to be lined up energetically, vibrationally. So perhaps in the past, you had a more guarded energy. You were blocking, perhaps not even intentionally, but you were blocking out this new person. But it comes down to timing. So it has nothing to do with your thinking. What the ego might think is, oh, you're doing something wrong, that you're going backwards. It has to do with your frequency. Which needed to happen gradually so that you wouldn't, combust or something. Receiving too much light all at once after spending your life with the nervous system so used to being constricted, living in fear, lack. So you were being balanced out energetically, gradually, easing into this timeline. So reunion, I said reunion. Okay, so this might be a past life love, if that resonates with you. This past life love, this reunion with a past life love is imminent. Oh, and look at this, bottom of the deck, the sun. That makes me think Spirit is saying, that's right. It's imminent. They're coming. And when you unite with members of your soul tribe, including your divine counterpart, you potentially will be working together, because we saw the Emperor, and the flames make me think of creativity. And also, he represents structure. The Emperor, okay, building an empire. You may be working with others, kindred spirits, building a legacy. And the effect, one of the impacts will be, yes, showing what's possible. All of you will be working together in collaboration with one another, but you are also collaborating, creating with the divine, receiving downloads, guidance from your spirit team. Okay, we also have the Five of Swords. And the Hermit. You may be doing a bit too much introspecting. So you may be, I'm thinking you're likely a very intellectual person, but well, there's a shadow and light aspect to everything, right? So the shadow aspect could be overthinking. especially when you're spending a lot of time alone. And maybe overthinking might be one of those spiritual, quote, traps, let's say. So again, I think I may have said this already. Perfection isn't the object of the game here. It's how you respond. Now, looking at this picture here, she looks very contemplative, just sitting. She's not even reading or anything. It makes me, this looks like a mountain. So maybe just spending time out in nature alone. Perhaps just sitting by a tree, on a bench, on the ground, if it's possible for you. For me, I'm filming this in winter, so that isn't practical at this time to sit on the ground, but just spending time with Mother Nature. I'm sure you can attest to how healing that can be, right? Look at this, strength. Give yourself credit. Give yourself credit for how far you've come. You're not going backwards. Forgive yourself for being human. Our human selves seem to, that may be one of the things that we need to face as we do the inner work. Just coming to terms with the fact that we are having a human experience. And those incidences where we may feel anxious at times, fearful, we can be quite hard on ourselves. But like I said before, Spirit doesn't expect perfection of us. Spirit wants you to recognize just how strong you are. Seven of Pentacles. You've remained diligent, even when your ego may have tried to convince you that you were going backwards. Our human journeys are not linear. Our paths don't progress in a straight line. It's more like this. It's like all over the place. But that doesn't mean that we're not on the right path. It doesn't mean that we're going backwards. That's just part of what the human journey looks like. Oh, look at this. 10 of Pentacles. Yep, hold on to your faith. Hold on to your faith. You are indeed manifesting the life of your dreams. Showing what's possible. Manifesting while you're at rest. All you need is a mustard seed of faith, is what I'm hearing. Yes. Faith. That takes strength to have faith before you see any evidence in the physical. You are here to show what's possible. You are here to show the magic of holding on to your faith. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much. Take care.